It is Thursday, July 11th, and I'm just wondering how massive the madness can get.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Are all financial advisors fiduciaries? Fewer than you think. Not knowing could reduce your lifestyle. Hi, I'm Mitch Kramer, founder and CEO of Fluent Financial. A fiduciary is a regulatory term to reduce conflicts of interest in wealth management. A fiduciary always works in your best interest. A non-fiduciary advisor might put their compensation or company ahead of yours. At Fluent Financial, we are certified financial planners acting as fiduciary advisors. To learn more, go to fluentfinancial.com or Fluent Financial's YouTube channel.
There's been a significant development in your laundry room. Laundry detergent sheets, not dryer sheets, but the same concept. Paper thin, remarkably efficient. Just toss one into your load of clothes and voila! Sparkling clean and smelling great. And as a plus, they're hypoallergenic for those with sensitive skin. No more plastic jugs of detergent. Jugs that just wind up in trash heaps. It's easy to get your laundry detergent sheets. Just go to the link in today's podcast episode.
StarPower Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. StarPower has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. StarPower, where innovation meets home.
When I was growing up, now admittedly that's back a few decades, 16 teams got invited to the NCAA. And boy, if you were one of the 16, you could play. But the field started growing, and the money started growing, and it grew to 32 teams, then 48 teams, then 64 teams, and now 68 games. And now it's going to get bigger. The presidents of Division I schools have presented a plan to the NCAA. They would add up to 8 more teams to the tournament, making it 76 teams. This would mean 8 more of those play-in games, or what is referred to as donkey games. There are 353 Division I basketball programs. Inviting up to 76 would mean inviting right at 22% of all teams playing major college basketball would get an invitation to the big dance. For comparison, football, Division I, has 133 programs, and they invite 12 to the playoffs. That's 9%. 22% for basketball, 9% for football. Something seems just a bit out of whack there to me. And those extra teams making the tournament, they'd get a slice of the giant tournament TV pie, which is now $1.1 billion, that's with a B, $1.1 billion a year. But who would be the extra 8 teams or so that would get invited? Those teams that would get rewarded from small conferences for their good play, like the Sun Belt or the Big Sky or Conference USA or even the Mid-American Conference? No, I don't think so. Remember the money. And the money is exactly what you should keep remembering. who else would get invited to the big dance? I'm thinking it would be teams from the biggest leagues. Every year, the NIT, when it puts its field together, that's the second biggest postseason tournament. They add as their key teams who didn't get in from the big conferences. Last year, the SEC had 8 teams invited. So did the Big 12. 6 from the Big 10. 5 from the ACC. So all of those conferences have also gotten bigger in the last year. So who would the added teams be? The 9th and 10th place teams from the SEC? The 9th and 10th place teams from the Big 12? The 7th and 8th best teams from the Big 10? The 5th, maybe 6th, 7th best teams from the ACC? Boy, be still my beating heart. I can't just wait for those additional games, like Rutgers versus Dayton, West Virginia versus Penn, Mississippi State versus Fresno State, and Boston College versus the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Do we really need this? Do we need it to get bigger? And doesn't that diminish the regular season? Doesn't the regular season games mean less and less and less when it's easier to make it into the field of 76 for the NCAA Big Dance? And where does it stop? Where does it stop? Does the tournament become a 4-week tournament instead of 3-week? Do they invite 128 teams? Exactly. Where does the madness stop?
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, and by Star Power, Love Where You Live.
Just Wondering is a production of DSP Media for FanStream Sports. You can find Norm's show along with other great programming at fanstreamsports.com.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, hit follow. And every weekday, a fresh new episode of Just Wondering will be delivered right to you. And if you enjoy this podcast, please share it with a friend. Finally, should you have questions or comments, please share them with us by going to X and our address at Norm's Clubhouse. That's Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. And every day, I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitchkus, and I'm just wondering too.